Michelle Obama lied. This video is brought to you by TatumReport.com. TatumReport.com. Get the link in the description section. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Hit the join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I did a live stream. You need to go watch it. I did a live stream yesterday about Michelle Obama and her little speech that she gave. If you did not want to watch the full hour of me going through that live stream or going through that video and dissecting what she said point by point, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis right now. Michelle Obama is not only a liar, she is evil. And I normally don't say people are evil. I don't really talk that way. I don't think that people are evil. I think that some people are reasonable, but they make they do evil things. They make bad decisions. But this is pure evilness. When you decide that you are going to make a video and you are going to lie throughout the video and you're going to bring up the fact that your ancestors were slaves and that the white man is essentially judging you, the Obamas that live in Martha's Vineyard, the Obamas that are worth millions of dollars and they didn't do nothing but write a book and be in politics their whole life. You are going to attack people and say that they're prejudging you, and they're discriminating against you when you and your husband was in the White House for 8 years, voted by mostly white people. For you to say all of that, for you to categorize President Trump as a bad person and that he's conjured up all of this violence in our country when we know that it's in mostly Democrat-run cities that we see all this violence and chaos. You fools are the one walking around talking about defunding the police. You fools are not saying nothing about protesters. You had the nerve to get out here and say that President Trump is putting us in a situation. He's not God. He cannot control a virus that came from China. Also, he's not God, and he's not going to dictate what a person should do in their lives because we're all free individuals in the United States of America. And to criticize him about people coming to the rallies, but you won't criticize all the protests. We are free-thinking, autonomous individuals by and part. So we can wear a mask, not wear a mask, social distance if we want to. If we want to die from a virus, then we can die. Why are you trying to act like you our daddy to stop us? Anyway, she goes through this whole methodical rant of stupidity. And at the very end, after attacking white folks, after saying all this stuff, she tell you to vote for a white man who is a racist like your life depended on it. Why do you say the white man that she's talking about is a racist? Why are you saying Joe Biden is a racist? I'll give you a few points. Joe Biden said at the Breakfast Club, if you don't vote for him, then you ain't black. So your vote has to do with your identity as a black person because you cannot think outside the box and still be black, according to Joe Biden. He has the power to remove your blackness just because you don't want to vote for him. Then he goes on, do you know who Strom Thurmond is? Google Strom Thurmond. Uncle Tom the movie had this played out very succinctly on why Strom Thurmond is important to bring up when as it relates to Joe Biden. Joe Biden considers Strom Thurmond as his mentor. Strom Thurmond was probably one of the most racist people in American history. You want to talk about Robert Byrd? He was at Robert Byrd's funeral. A Ku Klux Klan grandmaster, whatever they call these fools, at the top of the food chain for the Klan. You want to talk about racism? He was against busing. His own vice president, what's her name? The one that goes vertical in order to get her career to go. Now she went horizontal to get her career to go vertical. That's Jericho Green. But anyway, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris touted, screamed, yelled at Joe Biden, calling him a racist because he was against busing, meaning that you could bus the young women that were in poor communities and bus them to a better place. He was against that. He wanted segregation in some of these cities. That is your Joe Biden. We can go down, we can keep going. The 94 crime bill. Some people are crying and saying that it's against black people. The 94 crime bill disproportionately affected black people. That is true. Whether it was racist, I don't know. But since Democrats want to push the issue and try to act like everything that's disproportionately affecting black people are racist, then Joe Biden authored the 94 crime bill, which disproportionately affected black people, not white people, but black people. And you want to say that this dude ain't racist? Look at how he talk. He said that Hispanics are diverse and that black people are not diverse. They all think alike. He said it on television. You want to talk about a corrupt individual been in office for 47 years? And then the black community don't look any better in 47 years. If you ask me, a lot of aspects of the inner city in the black community are worse. But Mr. Joe Biden been in office for 40-some years, being in politics and haven't done nothing. Every year he promised the same thing. A black woman is going to come on TV or come on a little thing, do a little recorded thing, reading off a script, and tell you, vote for Joe Biden like your life depends on it. If these people are not the dumbest, most arrogant people in the United States history, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. They think that you are too dumb to do research. They think that you are too dumb to decide for yourself who you're going to vote for. I would have rather her give a statement and say, make sure you make the right decision when you vote in November. You don't have to tell people who to vote for if everything that you're saying is true. You don't have to even mention it. They know who the candidate is. They know who you're talking about and Donald Trump saying all these negative things. But the problem is they think that you're dumb enough to listen and get your emotions involved, and then she tell you who to vote for. That's what they want. Let me make this statement and I'm done. The Democrats don't want you to have a God. They want the government to be your God. They don't want these women to have husbands. They don't want these kids to have daddies. They want the government to be your husband. They want the government to be your daddy. They want the government to tell you what kind of car you should drive, how much food you should eat, how much money you should make, how much you should give to charity. They want the government to do everything for you. That's not the country that we live in. That's not according to the Constitution. Our founding fathers and any reasonable person on planet Earth do not want to turn into Venezuela. They do not want to turn into Cuba. We don't want to turn into communist China. We don't want that. They want that. We don't want police to be defunded and have our crime cities having crime going up by 200, 300%, having historic high murder rates. We don't want that. No rational person want that. They do. Because you know why they want it? And maybe they don't want it. I don't know if they want it or not. But they have gone down a path and they have disseminated a rhetoric that they cannot go back from. They already made it up in their mind that police are bad. So they cannot turn around. They cannot do anything else but promote that police are bad. So they go down a slippery slope. So no matter how many times police officers get attacked, no matter how many crazy liberals want to defund the police, they have to maintain the ideology that police are bad. They cannot talk about Black Lives Matter because then it justifies the fact that the police are not that bad and y'all tripping. They can't do that because they're too woke. They're not going to go back on the slippery slope of the LGBTQ. They're not going back on that slippery slope, even though that slope is leading people down to pedophilia. They can't go back now. They can't go back on Orange Man bad. Even if he make the economy the greatest we've ever seen in United States history, even if President Trump's tax cuts have benefited all entrepreneurs, no matter what color of race you are, even if Donald Trump has had lowest unemployment in history for all minorities, even whatever Donald Trump, peace in the Middle East that we have never seen before, peace in North Korea, South Korea that we've never seen before, Donald Trump is a leader around the world. Our military has grown and is stronger than ever. Donald Trump has done all these things. They can't accept that because they hate him. They've gone down a slippery slope of no return. Do you want a person that is beholden to the wokeness slippery slope that they can't even say anything? They can't even talk about protesters not wearing masks and gathering by the thousands. Not only burning down property, causing hundreds of millions of dollars, probably even billions of dollars worth of damage. They can't even talk about it. They can't touch it. If they go and assault you at a restaurant because you're white, and they believe that you need to say Black Lives Matter, even though Black Lives Matter don't matter to a lot of black people, they can't say nothing about that because they have bowed to the mob. They have bowed to wokeness. These people are going to take over the country. Don't get it twisted. Politicians are going to be run by the mob. Look how they acting now. All they got to do is protest and they arrest the police officer for a justified shooting. All they got to do is protest and they're indicting people and defunding the police department because of protest, not logic, not rhetoric, not reasonable rhetoric. Information that is static and stable, just because the mob. They are going to be run by mob rule. And if they ever got a chance to get the House and the Senate and the presidency, it's done. It's done. We have no country. I could talk about this for 3 or 4 or 5 more hours. But I want you to share this video and I want you to watch the rest of my videos. Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what I said about Michelle Obama. Some people call her Michael. That's not my business. What do you think about what she said on the video? If you want to watch my commentary on the entire video, you can go back and look at my live stream. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to TatumReport.com. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I love you. You know what it is. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.